This video, sponsored by the California Department of Education, is part of the CAASPP and ELPAC Interim Assessment video series. This video covers how to administer the ELPAC interim assessments and specifically reviews the listening, reading, and writing domains for students in grades 3 through 12. A standardized administration of the listening, reading, and writing domains in grades 3 through 12 is a group administration. Students navigate through the tests independently as the educator monitors their progress. Let's discuss each domain, review the test materials needed to administer each, and share what the educator should be prepared to do. We will start with the listening domain. On the listening test, students navigate through the test delivery system, or TDS, listen to audio stimuli, and answer questions about what they listen to. It is highly recommended that students wear headsets during this test so that the audio doesn't disrupt other nearby students. Once a student answers all the questions, they submit the test and responses are automatically computer scored. There are no directions for administration or DFAs for grades 3 through 12, but there is a listening test content and answer key document in the Test Operations Management System, or TOMS, for each grade span. These documents contain standardized administration scripts for educators to begin and end the test, as well as all the test content, answer keys, and listening student score sheets for use with non-standardized administration options. The test content contains the text of the audio stimuli that the students listen to in the TDS, as well as the questions with the answer choices. Let's move on to the reading domain. During the reading test, students navigate through the TDS, reading passages and selecting answers. Like the listening test, after the student submits their reading test, it is automatically computer scored. Also like the listening tests, the reading tests do not have DFAs for the grades 3 through 12, but they do have test content and answer key documents that provide a standardized administration script to begin and end the test content and answer keys, and a reading student score sheet. Let's move on to the writing domain. The writing test varies from the listening and reading tests in a few ways. Here, students type their responses to writing prompts into the TDS, rather than selecting multiple choice answers. As with the other two domains, students navigate through the test at their own pace, submitting it when complete. However, in this test, student responses are hand-scored by the educator rather than the computer. Because of this, educators need to spend time practicing scoring writing samples. There is more information about hand-scoring the interim assessments in other videos in this series. Note that a standardized administration of the ELPAC interim assessments for listening, reading, or writing differs in slight ways from the administration of the initial and summative ELPAC. It is important to note that there are no stopping markers in the TDS for the ELPAC interim assessments. However, an educator may choose to pause a student's assessment at any time. Students will simply pause their test in the TDS and log back in later. Note that students should complete an entire set of questions associated with a listening or reading passage before pausing. They will not be able to return to that set of test questions if the test has been paused for more than 20 minutes. All domains of the ELPAC interim assessments are versatile and can be administered in a non-standardized manner for instructional purposes. For instance, educators may administer a whole domain or choose only certain task types using the test content in the secure test materials. The interim assessment viewing system can also be used to display ELPAC interim assessment questions to a whole class. Educators may also provide students an opportunity to share responses, such as having students write responses on paper instead of in the TDS, and having peers review the writing. Students can work together collaboratively on any ELPAC interim assessment. Thank you for viewing this video on how to administer the ELPAC interim assessments. For more information about administering these domains to students in kindergarten, grade 1, or grade 2, or to learn about how to administer the speaking domain, access the other videos in this series at bit.ly YouTube.com/IA video series. This video was brought to you by the California Department of Education.